Sup, Paracruise? I'm Paradomics, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. So, I got all the side quests, well, except for one. Apparently, the last side quest only unlocks when if I sat through all the other side quests. So, in other words, I have to do all this, and then it unlocks the final one, which is called Equal, I believe. So yeah, I know I said that I would do this like off screen or something, like I wouldn't like record a video of it, but apparently I just went ahead and recorded a video of me going through the entire DDLC multiple times just to unlock the quest. And so far there were some scenarios that I was surprised. It was like, oh wait, what happened here? And yeah, and I unlocked this. You get this picture when you let Monica hack on your computer, or like Monica hack the game, so you get that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's called Happy Thoughts. Also, I figured out something in the script. Was it script? No, it was like in internals, and then it was here. No. Wait, it was a backup system, and then out of all the files, the tower key works. And apparently there's this code here that says 221, a 3-digit number combination somewhere. And I thought this was like, this was something that we had to find here in the, wait, where was it? It was like in the winning words or something. Here. I thought we had to look for it in the winning words, because some of this, it had like dashes here, like 312, 312, 321, 321, 321. And then you would think like, oh, maybe there's a word here that says 221. And I skimmed through this really briefly, and I couldn't find 321. And I know some of the numbers here repeat, because I was able to find like 112. Like there's this, like 231, 231, 132. And if you keep scrolling down, you'll notice that there will be like a 112 or something. Where was it? Where was it? Okay, maybe not here. Oh, here. It was like 113, 213, 113. So I skimmed through all the words here, and there was not a single 221. There's a 223, but that's as close as I can get to a 221. And then I figured out, and I was messing with the files, and I noticed there's these numbers here. I was like, oh, okay. What if I do 2, and then there's 2, and then there's 1? And apparently there's a project plan right here. If you can't open it though, which it's a shame. Why can't we open it? So I feel like there's like another note here, or like another hint to tell me where. Like I have to open a folder first, or I have to play through the game, and then I receive an email from I've Laster, I guess. I don't know. And he sends me a mail or like a file that I'll be able to open that. But I don't know what that's all about. I don't even know how I got the mail. I think because I beat the game. So, but that's all for later, right? We're gonna mess around with Doki Doki Literature Club Plus later, but for now we'll do the side stories, because the side stories is really heartwarming. I did Trust part 1 and 2, and oh my god, part 2 really got me. So here we go, we're doing Understanding. Yes. So I found out that there's no like multiple choices here. This is literally just a slice of life. And the fact that you can't save here, it just means that it's a story. It's a story, so there's no gameplay here. It's basically just an actual visual novel, and then there's no jump scares. There's no Monica hacking through your computer. It's just a light-hearted visual novel. So yeah. Anyways, here we go. The club meeting begins and suddenly interrupted by the sound, causing Monica and Sayori to turn their heads. Right. This is supposed to continue after Trust, and I believe the one who's going to enter here is Yuri, because we saw Yuri's face, and there's no denying there was Yuri. I was hoping it'd be Natsuki, because again, Natsuki is my favorite, and Yuri's like my least favorite character. Not that Yuri's bad or anything. It's just she's just not. I don't know. Not that interesting for me. All right, here we go. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Yuri! Hey, look at her. She's so shy. Very shy. Very shy. So awkward. Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She very conspicuously mouths to Monica. It's her! It's the girl! It's true, the girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in the classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please, come inside. The girl fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayori continues to fail, containing her excitement. It's happening! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monica. This is Sayori, and we run the literature club. Even though it's just us so far. But what's your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club. Well, nice to meet you. I'd like to join your club. What's by any chance, can we call you Yuri? Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Everyone's welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So, what's your name? Yuri. I like how we know Yuri's name at the beginning. Like, as soon as she made her appearance, we know her name. Like, it says the Yuri. It doesn't say, like, girl. I don't know if it did the same with Sayori with the side quest. It didn't reveal Sayori's name. It just said Sayori. I don't know. I'm Sayori, and this is Monica. Sayori, nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like, books? Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yes! Have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? I can't say I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. You can borrow my book, I wouldn't mind. You're already incredible... You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help. I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll get them for you. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself the considerate heftiness of the book that Yuri has set down on her desk. True. Okay, I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the classroom in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silently exchanging glances. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have, no experience with fantasy, except maybe stuff that I've read when I was a kid. But that's probably like a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it seem kind of like that? Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got all anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori. It's almost like she's reading the dialogues. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yay! That's exactly what I want to do. Besides, Sayori lowers her voice, I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get. She taps her finger against the daunting, chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back. Her breathing slightly heavy, which, combined with her short time gone, indicates she must have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way back to Sayori and sets the book on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about as equal size as the one she already had when Yuri's desk. Oh my god. That sucks too. Imagine reading a book this thick and it's So how many days are you gonna give me to read this? Like, oh my god. Like, I'm not the type of guy who likes to read books. I'm not really into books. Not that there's something wrong with that. I read books, but I like seeing picture books or something. Not like kid books, okay? Probably like Geronimo Stilton, if you guys heard of that. I like reading those kinds, like adventurous, and then they show pictures so I can laugh at it. I guess comics? Not really comics, but because I don't need like a picture for every single action that's happening. Just like a simple visualization of what the scenario is, you know? Like Geronimo Stilton. It just shows like one picture and then there's just a bunch of words. And then that's it. That's all I need. And then that's what it's like. I'll be interested in a book like that. It's like something I would read. Not more of like there's many words and then there's like less picture. I would just get bored of it. Or there's like many pictures and there's less words. Kind of like a manga. Actually, there's more words sometimes, but sometimes there's like a set where it's just like a few dialogues. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that takes place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Sierra nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think that, like, if we're going to be reading together, then I would like that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sayori while Yuri isn't looking. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down, then looks at her book, and glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide to join the literature club? Oh, just join the club. I don't know why. Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club. But that's my fault, since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisement. I only found out because Yuri glances over at Monica. Monica? Monica came to my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkened and shakes her head at herself. Oh, so stupid. I got too nervous that I couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided that was probably irrational. Wait. No, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just walked out. What? I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just felt that I just like walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interpret things at the worst possible scenario. That's true. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some reason too. Such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just the two of you. I definitely came at the right time. Aw, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same thing that I am, except all online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. What kind of other things are you into? Like genres? I don't know, just anything. Even if it's not literature. Oh, just things that you would think are dumb. Sayori pauses, look at concern on her face. How about I'll tell you something I'm into, then you can tell me something that you're into. I suppose that would be okay. Unless what Sayori is into like beats exactly what she's into, and then she'll be more afraid to say what she wants to say. Okay. Well, I'm pretty into like crafty things. What just came out of my mouth? I don't even understand. Why can't I read words properly? Like making cute collage. Collage? Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Don't disagree with yourself. Or decorating things, like cards or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends. But then I put it off till the last minute. So yeah, that's something that's kind of silly, and that's the kind of silly thing I'm into. You sound so creative. Not that much. It's just that you'd be surprised how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So I have to share something that I'm into now, right? Sayori nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature. Bullshit! You're into knives! You're into the shing shing stabby stab. And then that's probably gonna bite me in the ass because halfway through the side story, Yuri's gonna reveal that she's also into depression and she's been cutting herself. And oh boy, shit. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck here with me now. I'm not. Oh yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club. There, now you're stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten caught off. I like going out into the woods or to the park. Just places where you can walk and sit and not have any people around. Don't you think a lot of people would be in the park? It's peaceful. Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. When do you like to do that? It depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think if you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three continues their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult to not join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So, are you two going to be starting on that book at the next club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Sayori beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves at Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! Yuri exits. Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the club room. Sayori, you're a lifesaver. I didn't do anything. I just talked. Still. Besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice where I can put my energy towards people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? It made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that we'll have a great time here with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting a book with her next meeting? I'm kinda scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted and something new to look forward to. Hey! That's good, we got a new club member! I'm not actually part of this story. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens, she surprised only Sayori in the club room. It's club time again! Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. She's not even here. Where the fuck is she? Oh, there she is. Sorry about yesterday. Sayori tilts her head, unsure of what exactly Yuri was talking about. Well, the way I got overexcited to share my books and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. That was so inconsiderate of me. Yuri, you gotta stop thinking you're indirectly doing bad things, man. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so... Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. You don't have to read it. Huh? Why? I spent 5 hours on this book! You can't cut off on me now! Yuri! Because I know that you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it was rather obvious that no one was really interested. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try your hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Oh my god. Yuri and her pessimism is really ruining Sayori's optimism. Like, how can you assume for her that she doesn't like it if she had not read it yet? Like, come the fuck on, Yuri. Stop being so pessimistic. yeah. Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. Oh my god, my phone's about to die. Let me just carefully make sure my phone's plugged in, and there we go. Perfect. Don't want that to fall off, and my hair's cutting off. I should actually lower my seat. There we go. I mean, Monica and I have been working on our recruitment stuff mostly, so it just sounded like something fun that we could do together, reading your books. You know, like as a club activity. That would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place. You're being nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Sayori pulls her desk against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already in Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book. Dusk Bell, Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now. Alright. Oh, right, I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs some spiral notebooks on her and tears out a few sheets of paper. Wait, how come you need paper? It's useful to draw things out sometimes, like a map, timelines, family trees, or just taking notes. Really? Are there people who do that when they read? Are there like people who actually like, when they're reading something, they just like stop for a moment and just write down what they think? Huh, that's interesting. Notes? Yes, that's a very effective strategy. Exactly. I'm sure it will be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. I guess that's good for like when you're coming up with your own theories, like making side comments while you're reading through the story. You make like side comments and then you go back to what you look like. It's like, aha! I knew with all the facts that I've written down that she was the murderer. And then someone would be like, bro, this is a fantasy genre. Nobody even died here. Yeah, there's something like that. Sayori's jokes flew completely over Yuri's head, just whoosh! But thinking about it, she decides it's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to make it as accessible as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and a light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. This should be evident enough for the 2 days I've spent here so far. So in my eyes, everyone else will come off as smart, especially you. No! Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Okay, I like it when Yuri is being shy, but I don't like that she's so negative about everything and so pessimistic. Like, just calm down. Don't overthink things, girl. Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay. After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activities. Yuri being the guide, Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basic of the fantasy world her story takes in place. The more she details the race, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. But despite Sayori's expectation, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. Well, I wish we had that fun, instead of just dialoguing it, or monologuing it, or narrating it. Yeah, that's the better word for it. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the world, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are like just putting down the feelings that come into my head, But this is like, there's so much planning and hard work. Ah, you're into poetry? I think there's some appendix that includes some kind of kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs. No way! Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's head with happiness when when she realizes it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now if you're ready. Oh, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. I see. So Yuri jots Yuri's patient into her notes. Hey, that's not for the book. I'm just kidding. You're such a fun person to be around, huh? But I'm kind of glad you're patient because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. Sayori flips through the first pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two of them begins to read. But the silence only lasts for a few moments before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindicated mean? Well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sayori turns the page. Are these footnotes? Mm-hmm. A lot of dialogues has cultures referenced that requires explanation to be understood. The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expressions have been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now or the present? Where? Right here. They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnes is having. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. Yuri rubs her temple. The two of them continues with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often and even adding to them. But her reduction in question comes not from her getting used to the reading, rather than her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. Oh boy. Yeah, there's that one person who just nods their head and not question the person because they don't want to be outed as a moron. So they just nod their head and agree. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the books she's gotten through so far. So, what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayori tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going, to keep doing my best so I can see it the way you do. The relaxation of Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. So, we can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses and shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow. But, I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. You weren't making me. Yuri is left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should have just told her I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at and I still messed up. No, you were doing it right. It's just Yuri. This is Yuri's problem. Like, so Yuri is not doing anything wrong. It's Yuri just being so, because I bet you right now that Yuri feels like Sayori is forced to like something just because it makes Yuri happy, and that's the thing. Sayori likes that. Sayori likes it when whatever. Oh god, the background song. Sayori likes it when Yuri is happy, but Yuri doesn't like it if she's happy for just making herself happy. Oh god, it's a lot of hard context here. Again, Sayori is not at fault here. It's literally just Yuri being so pessimistic or so much negative thoughts in her mind. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she forgot to take it with her. Ah, this is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough. No! No, it's not that. I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. No, she just wants you to be into the stuff that she's into. That's it. It's not about letting her down. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would have so much more fun. I need to do better for her. God. All right. Oh, I got a picture. What did I get? Oh, I got Yuri. Look at that. Oh, I didn't know I could zoom in. Huh. Oh wait, no, I knew I could zoom in. I didn't know I could zoom in like this. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna end the side story one of Yuri here, and we're gonna continue the next part 2 in the next video. And so far, oh my God, Yuri. Is it me or she's a little bit chubby in this part? Yeah. I mean that's because here she's like sideways, you know. So I guess here they just made her. She got a lot thicker, as I'm saying, like that. She got a lot thicker. Or maybe because this was what they looked like before, like in the past, you know? This is what they looked like in the past before like the main game. So this is Yuri this is Yuri in the main game, and this is Yuri from the past in the side story. So yeah, she's just thicker. Not that I have a problem with it, okay? I'm not one to fat shame somebody if I myself am fat. Alright, so anyways, next side story understanding will be in the next video. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, thumbs up, like button to death. Become Parkour today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
I'll be waiting alone. I'll be waiting right here.